Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that JP Morgan is saying that gold will suffer for years because of Bitcoin. This is a very interesting statement from a bank, especially from JP Morgan. But let's talk about it, okay? The second news is that all cryptocurrency companies in France need KYC. And they said in the future, companies, they operate with cryptocurrency service or something like that. They must have KYC. They cannot do it without it. So a new era is coming to crypto in France for sure. And the third news, it's about that Federal Trade Commission calls for breakup of Facebook, which means they saying they are simply, Facebook is simply too strong. It cannot be such a giant, and it has to separate itself from Twitter, from WhatsApp. So this is a very, very interesting thing, what's going on. And also, Facebook's cryptocurrency is now separated from Facebook and not calling Libra anymore. It also has a new name. So all this in today's video. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you're interested in cryptocurrency and blockchain, you would like to stay up to date, then please don't forget that I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, every day, you're getting a new show and you're getting the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. The only thing you have to do really to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom. And after you subscribe, you should hit the notification bell and then all, because in that case you will receive this time-sensitive content every weekday on time as soon as it goes on YouTube. And if you like this kind of content, if it's crypto, blockchain is important for you and whatever I'm doing here, then smash the like button, because this is very important to teach YouTube that you like this content, okay? And educate yourself, not just with the daily videos, what we have here, obviously, but also we have a totally free course. The link is under this video, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Very important knowledge, and it's totally free. You just have to really download it. If you're serious about Bitcoin and blockchain, you would like to invest in Bitcoin, you have to understand what it's all about. And we made a course for you, and it's called Understanding Bitcoin and the Blockchain. You can find the link also under this video. So education. I think this is the key. This is the key to stay up to date. And now let's jump in and check out how the market looks like at the present. Let's refresh. Okay, so as you can see, since yesterday, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is pretty much at the same place. So $18,275, because it just went up 0.31%, but holding itself. And this is very important. Even yesterday, you could see Bitcoin under 18,000. Now you can see it's again above it. So it didn't go further. It doesn't mean it cannot, but right now, so far, so good, holding itself. Also, Ethereum went up a little bit, 2.5%, right now at $558. When we're looking at the winners, we do have Stellar going up 16%, XRP going up 8%, Cardano going up 7%. We have some gains here, not massive ones. And of course, the losers. And this time, actually, no losers. So no big gainers, but definitely no losers. You can see basically here stable coins, kind of. So it's not even worth to talk about it. And now let's move on to the very first news, which is very important because JP Morgan says gold will suffer for years because of Bitcoin. And it's very important to hearing from these guys. Back in 2017, they were totally against Bitcoin. They called Bitcoin a scam. Now, 3 years later, which is a very short time, starting really this year, they start to support Bitcoin. And now they say actually statement like this, which, a year before, even a year before, it would be crazy to hear something like that. And look, money has poured into Bitcoin funds and out of gold since October. Very interesting. A lot of money goes into the Bitcoin and going out from gold. The trend that's only going to continue in the long run as more industrial investors take a position in cryptocurrencies, according to the bank's quantitative strategist, including, and this is his name, Nicolas Pani. Oh, I'm not sure I get this name right. I don't want to pronounce it, but you got the point. So yeah, what we can see that institutional investors, more and more of them, put more and more money in crypto, not just in Bitcoin, in other altcoins as well, obviously, like Ethereum, XRP, and some other ones, like the big ones. They obviously they don't do this very little altcoins, the shady ones, the risky ones, but definitely interested in the top altcoins, not just Bitcoin. Definitely, Bitcoin is the most important asset. And this is a brand new thing in this year. JP Morgan is one of the few Wall Street banks that's predicting a major shift in gold and crypto markets as digital currency become increasingly popular as an asset class. Okay, so there were times, even in this year, there were articles, they said Bitcoin is not an asset. It's not in the asset class. And now they actually call it. So big changes. The trend poses a problem for bulls in the precious metals market over the coming years if investors move even a small slice of their allocation away from gold into crypto. So, what was the safe haven strategy? Whenever stock market was going down, then usually precious metals, just like gold and silver, went up. And this was the strategy for years. And now we have a new thing on the market called cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is the leading one. And now it looks like that they're really considering the idea, the investors, to put a small amount now in cryptocurrency as a plan B or something, which is right now outperforming gold in the last couple of months. There is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, listed security popular with institutions, has seen inflows almost 2 billion since October, right? Compared with outflows, so which comes out 7 billion for exchange trade funds backed by gold. So ETFs, which are backed by gold, are coming out, and this is what JP Morgan is saying. So definitely very interesting new times when maybe there will be a new stock market crash, because right now we still, making the bubble just bigger and bigger and bigger. There are certainly things during this pandemic financially which simply just don't go in the good direction, because the whole world is suffering right now because the all the barriers which are out there, and the economy cannot just grow as it is supposed to. On the other hand, it was already weak for a while, so it was just pumped up like a big balloon, but it can actually pop anytime. And if that happens, it could be very interesting what can happen to the cryptocurrency market, because if it was correlated to the stock market, as we have seen several times, and several other times not. So it's not like it's a must. It's sometimes this way, sometimes that way. And now, if the stock market crash in the future, at some point, and then in many cases, gold and precious metals go up as safe assets, will actually Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies go in the direction of gold now, instead of following the stock market, which goes down at a case of crisis, for example? So very interesting thing. But right now it looks like the investors taking more and more serious Bitcoin, which is definitely very good and bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, the second news, it's coming from France. And basically, the French Minister of Finance, he's saying that know your customers, so the KYC requirements on all cryptocurrency companies operating in and servicing the cryptocurrency, it will be actually a must in the future. So, there are always, certain levels. When you buy something, you don't have to provide KYC, but after a certain amount, yes, you have to prove your identity. And looks like that in crypto, this time is over. Whatever you do in crypto, you have to provide KYC. So times are changing. And of course, here they're saying that all virtual asset service provider must immediately begin checking their customers' identity, verifying beneficial owners, and prohibit anonymous crypto accounts, according to the press release from Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire. He called the action necessary to step in France's fight against terrorism. So the main reason why they're doing it because many things which are related to terrorism were recently financed by crypto. And they're saying that they want to stop this. And probably in the future, more and more countries will take over this kind of thing. Because this is probably the way how you can put it in our daily financial system. And the KYC, it's important against money laundering, against financing terrorism, and some other things. So actually, they have nothing against cryptocurrency, which is basically good news because they don't want to stop Bitcoin, ban Bitcoin or something like that. But they're saying that, okay, we have to know who is behind it. Who is behind it so we can see. And, we do know that whatever is on the blockchain, it stays on the blockchain, so it's transparent. And as soon as the cryptocurrency addresses will be connected to their owners, like names and identity, after that it will be a very transparent system. Actually, everybody can see it, who has done and what. And of course, many people don't like it because now, at least in the bank, they don't give out your financial record. They has to keep it as a secret, right? And but if you trade crypto, you do it on the blockchain, and then you give out your identity, which is related to the address. Then everybody can check it on the internet, check it, what is on the blockchain, who did that transfer, how much it was, which currency it was, which cryptocurrency, what fee, when it happened, to which address it actually went. So it will be fully transparent. And this is why people are kind of against it. So it's a kind of game they have to play now. Yes, somehow they would like to, just pack it and put it in our financial system so we can use it. But on the other way, they obviously against it because what's happening with your privacy? This GDPR is not an old thing. These very strict regulations, and then somebody now is saying that KYC is important and transparency in crypto is important. And this is your financial record in crypto, which will be available to everybody, basically, after your address is connected with your identity. So interesting things coming up, and we will see what's going to happen. Okay, third news. This is also an interesting one. Federal Trade Commission calls for a breakup of Facebook. And basically what they're saying that Facebook is getting just simply too strong. The Federal Trade Commission sued to break up Facebook on Wednesday, asking federal court to force to sell off assets such like Instagram, WhatsApp as independent businesses. So what they're saying, it cannot be like one thing together. These things should be independent businesses separated from Facebook. And Zuckerberg said last year, he told employees in an internal meeting that if the government sued to break up Facebook, then and these are his words, then I would bet that we will have a legal challenge, and I would bet that we will win the legal challenge. So he will fight for sure. Facebook bought Instagram, for $1 billion back in 2012 in the deal that was approved by the FTC, by the way, at the time in a vote 5-0. At the time when Instagram wasn't widely used. So obviously it was a much smaller platform, which is now. Now it's like major. Facebook bought WhatsApp in 2014 for around $22 billion. So what you can see that over the years, Instagram, it became very big. And Facebook, it's also big, but for a different generation. Funny as it sounds, but Facebook goes rather for the older generation. Because even my age, I'm 40, my age is rather using Facebook because they know it for a while. I use it for so many years now. But the new generation, who are the young ones, the kids, they going on TikTok now, or they having now Instagram. So they're not using really Facebook. Therefore, for advertising, Facebook is probably better because they can reach people who actually have money. Pointless to reach the kids who are like, 14. They don't really have money and buying power. But Instagram has become very, very popular over the years. So now this is a very interesting thing. And, if Joe Biden will be the president, then it's also interesting what he said, that President-elect Joe Biden hasn't hidden his low opinion of Facebook. In January, he told the New York Times editorial board, "I've never been a fan of Facebook. As you probably know, I've never been a big Zuckerberg fan. I think he's a real problem. And if he will be the new president of the United States, then maybe they facing some issues here with Facebook." And the second thing with Facebook is that, the Libra project changed the name to Diem, sorry. That's how, not Dime. You write it differently. So Diem, to distance itself from Facebook. So now they want to distance itself. And independent organization that runs the project, the Libra Association, will now be known as a DM Association. So that's changing. And its currency will be called the DM dollar, right? So they had so many plans with Libra, and it will be backed up by different kind of stable. It will be different kind of stable coins with different kind of fiat currencies backed up. But finally, it will be a US stable coin. The cryptocurrency could debut as a single coin backed by US dollar. So that's what I'm saying. With initial launch as early as January 2021. However, they might facing here problems. So now they separate themselves from Facebook. They change the name from Libra to Diem. So all these things, which makes them possible to maybe, come out finally in January. And there are so many regulations they have to meet. So this is like still on the table. We will see how it will work out. But definitely now it's a good idea to separate from Facebook. And as big as it started, it's now it's going to be like a stable coin, just US dollar stable coin. So interesting times for Facebook for sure. Guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you're really interested in crypto and blockchain, you would like to stay up to date, don't forget I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, you stay up to date with Blockchain Bloom. Therefore, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. And after you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then also always receive this time-sensitive content every weekday as soon as I put them on YouTube. And of course, you can educate yourself with us. This content is free. Just keep yourself up to date. Also, we have a totally free course, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The link under this video, as you can find so many other things if you just check out the subscription. Even if you want, for example, a crypto.com card, you have a ref link, which you can receive $25 when you do it through that link, which is like a great thing. You're having a great card when now the bull market is coming. You would like to cash out your crypto, you can use it. And of course, on the other hand, you get the card and you get also free money. So it's like a win-win deal. So interesting things going on here with blockchainbloom. Check out the links under the video. And of course, I see you tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm coming back with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. Have a good one. Bye-bye.